Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, replaying the same worries over and over, wondering why your mind just won't let go? If so, you're not alone. Overthinking can feel like standing at the edge of a vast field before dawn. Cool air, a gentle mist, and the horizon blurred by uncertainty surround you. In these quiet moments, it's easy to get lost in the shifting weather of our thoughts. But what if you could learn to move with life's changes? What if you could avoid getting stuck in the storm? Let's begin with the nature of change itself. Life moves in seasons, bursts of joy, stretches of struggle, and long, quiet pauses in between. Just as no storm lasts forever, neither do our hardest days, and even the brightest moments eventually fade. When you remember that every feeling and situation is temporary, it becomes easier to breathe through the tough times. It also helps you savor the good ones. The next time you feel weighed down, try whispering to yourself, "This too shall pass." Recall a moment when you thought you'd never get through, but did. Let that memory remind you of your resilience. Allow it to soften the edges of your current struggle. That small reminder can make a big difference. Now, let's look at the habit of overthinking. Imagine your mind as a river, sometimes calm, sometimes swirling with currents. Overthinking is like tossing pebbles into the water, creating endless ripples that disturb the surface. It's easy to get caught in loops of what-ifs and should-haves. You might replay old scenes or worry about what's next. These mental spirals drain your energy and cloud your vision. When you notice your thoughts spinning, pause. Feel your feet on the ground or listen to the sounds around you. Focus on the sensation of your breath. These simple anchors can pull you back to the here and now. That's where life is actually happening. You might wonder, why do I overthink in the first place? Often, the answer is hidden in your personal triggers. These are specific situations, fears, or memories that set your mind racing. Maybe it's a difficult conversation or a looming deadline. It could even be a familiar feeling of uncertainty. Becoming aware of these triggers is like turning on a light in a dark room. You see what's there, and suddenly it's less intimidating. Awareness is the first step to managing it. Try this. Keep a small notebook or use your phone to jot down moments when you catch yourself overthinking. What was happening? How did you feel? Over time, you'll start to notice patterns. With that awareness comes the power to change. If you're finding these insights helpful so far, consider subscribing for more ways to navigate life's twists and turns. Together, we're building a community rooted in growth and resilience. Let's explore the practice of mindfulness. Picture yourself sitting quietly by a window, watching clouds drift by. Thoughts, like clouds, come and go, some light and fluffy, others dark and heavy. Mindfulness is the art of noticing these thoughts without chasing after them. You don't push them away either. It's about simple observation. When a worry pops up, simply acknowledge it. I notice I'm thinking about. Let it float by without judgment or resistance. This gentle observation creates space between you and your worries. They start to feel less overwhelming. You might begin by setting aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly. Watch your thoughts, just as you'd watch the sky. Another powerful approach is to question your thoughts. Not every worry deserves your attention. Overthinking often magnifies fears or invents unlikely scenarios. The next time you catch yourself ruminating, ask, is this worry realistic? What evidence do I have? If the concern seems far-fetched, give yourself permission to let it go. This simple act of inquiry can bring clarity and calm. Sometimes the best way to break the cycle of overthinking is to take action. Even the smallest step, A phone call, a note, a decision can shift your energy. It can also build your confidence. Think of it like opening a window in a stuffy room. Suddenly, fresh air rushes in. The next time you feel stuck, choose one small, concrete thing you can do. Celebrate that step, no matter how minor. Progress is progress, and each action builds momentum. There are moments when overthinking feels like a heavy fog you can't lift alone. In these times, reaching out for support is not a sign of weakness, but of wisdom. Sharing your thoughts with someone you trust can help. Whether it's a friend, a family member, or a professional, they can offer new perspectives. They can also lighten your load. Remember, you're not alone in this. Many people wrestle with similar doubts and fears. If you're feeling overwhelmed, try reaching out to someone today. Sometimes, just speaking your worries aloud can make them feel more manageable. Finally, understand that overcoming overthinking isn't a one-time fix. It's a cycle, a practice, a journey. You'll move through phases of awareness, mindfulness, questioning, action, and connection again and again. Some days will feel easier than others. That's okay. Growth is rarely a straight line. Reflect on your progress regularly. When setbacks happen, treat yourself with patience and compassion. Each step, each stumble is part of your unfolding story. If you found these insights valuable, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll share more guidance on living with clarity and courage. As you continue your journey, remember, life's uncertainties are not obstacles, but invitations. They invite you to grow, to adapt, to discover new strengths within yourself. What's one small step you'll take today to quiet your mind and move forward? Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and your story might inspire someone else. Stay curious, stay kind, and keep moving forward. There's so much more to explore on the path of wisdom and personal growth.